It's been a while. I have some thoughts I want to share in a bit of a different format than normal. Why bother creating in the first place? What really drives what I'm doing? I feel like I've been asking myself these questions more and more over the past year as I attempt to make sense of what it is that I'm doing. To be clear up front, this is not an After Effects tutorial or lesson in animation. Those will return soon, but I wanted to explore this topic for myself to see how I can make sense of my creative disarray. Let me explain. I recently had a realization. The creative process is built on the hope that your voice will be heard. For some, it's being heard by others, and for others, it's being heard by themselves. Regardless of anyone's motive, whether it's money, fame, self-exploration, etc., the driving hope that one day you'll get there is ever present. Even if there isn't clear, if that hope didn't exist in the first place, then no one would attempt to explore anything. My motives are hard for me to pinpoint. At times it's felt like I was flexing my abilities, while other times it's felt like I was escaping my previous self. Like pursuing a better, more creative version of me was the key to finding what getting there even means. As I was writing this video, I tried putting a specific time to when I started exploring creativity. I thought about when I first created my brand as a freelancer, or even further back to when I just started using After Effects. But in reality, those were just key turning points, not the origin. There was no true start, and there is no definitive end. There is only the exploration. And making this statement is not from a place of authority, like I just found the answer to art or something. I'm not saying this applies to everyone, or even applies to anyone for that matter. This simply is just what I've been struggling with as a creative for a while now. And regardless, coming to this realization has had its ups and downs attached to it. At first glance, it seems a bit nihilistic, but there is a way to look at it that is completely freeing. If there is only the exploration, then as long as I continue to create, I'm doing the right thing, right? Well, in all honesty, I'm somewhere in the middle of those two perspectives, constantly slingshotting back and forth, and ironically, the realization that there is only the exploration and never a destination is an exploration in itself. As much as I'm able to say these words, the internal battle is what I'm constantly attempting to come to terms with. Realizing is only half of it. The other half is genuine acceptance of this concept. And as of right now, that's just something I'm working towards. These feelings have been brewing for quite a while now and ultimately came to a head when I was trying to figure out what my next video should be on this channel. Trying to come up with the best video that people will like completely overshadowed the very reason I wanted to have this space in the first place. Competing with other tutorial channels is the wrong motive and not something I even want to do. What I feel is right is letting this be an extension of the very exploration I was just speaking about, which in turn led me to making this piece. So back to the question from the beginning, what really drives what I'm doing? Well, my answer right now is, I don't know. A few years ago, my ultimate goal was to work for an animation agency, and then that turned into wanting to work in esports, and then that continued to change. The truths I thought I knew a few years ago are not true anymore, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, was I wrong for believing those paths were it? I'd like to believe not, and that they were just stepping stones to where I am and where I'm going, wherever that ends up being. Does this mean I don't want to keep teaching After Effects and animation? Well, no. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There's actually a very special joy for me in helping others further their exploration. What I teach just needs to come from a place of sincerely having a story to share, whether that be a tutorial or something else. I don't intend to stop that exploration. This video has been a challenge for me as a creative, and I'm not really sure where to end it. And funny enough, the structure of this video seems to reflect the exact topic I've been talking about this whole time. This is just a slice in time of where I'm at, and my hope is my future self can see this as a lesson in continuing to create. If this resonates with some of you, then I'm glad we can connect over this. But if not, that's also okay. My gut tells me that if I continue to take that glass half full perspective from before, then as I said, I should be on the right track. Anyway, that's kind of where my thoughts end for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.